danger in the
Right,
fight.
that could be the difference in this fight, because Conor is not a big he's not a big middleweight, or it's 160 pounds, and then
Sure, here's a rewritten, clean, and engaging version of your content, structured like a compelling article or fight preview with better flow and clarity. Conor Benn versus Chris Eubank Jr. Fireworks or fizzle? As the highly anticipated clash between Conor Benn and Chris Eubank Jr. draws closer, opinions in the boxing world are heating up.
I think that was a mistake. He should have made him fight at 155 with a 10-pound slide, nothing more than that. However, Ben's dangerous early on, and if he gets through the first half dozen rounds.
And no one is holding back. Barry McGuigan criticizes Benn's weight jump. Boxing veteran Barry McGuigan is among the harshest critics of Conor Benn's decision to fight at 160 LABs. He firmly believes Benn isn't a natural middleweight and should have stayed closer to 155 LABs with a 10-pound rehydration clause. According to McGuigan, pushing up to
prepare hard. There ain't no tactics or antics I got to hide. I'm going to come in there and give it to him. That's it, really. I mean, you all know what you do.
170 LBs would be a serious mistake. While he admits Benn is dangerous early in fights, he favors Eubank Jr. in the later rounds due to his size, strength, and durability. Eddie Hearn. Benn's timing is perfect. On the other side, promoter Eddie Hearn sees the timing of the boat as ideal for Benn.
Now, to be honest with you, I think it's a massive advantage that this fight is happening 2 years on, if I'm honest, on a number of reasons. Physically, the quality of the fighter, the mindset of the fighter.
Despite a 2-year delay from the original hype, Hearn claims this time has only benefited Benn. He's matured physically and mentally, refined his skills, and now enters the ring with laser focus. Hearn praises Benn's work ethic and questions Eubank's level of preparation, suggesting Benn's hunger and commitment far surpass his opponent's. Conor Benn. No gimmicks, just grit.
Eubank Benn 3, and that Conor's bringing that same energy. This is for my family. This is for my name. This is for my legacy. This is the opportunity. If I win this fight, I jump out of my dad's shadow, and I become the big.
Benn himself is unwavering. He emphasizes that there are no gimmicks or shortcuts, just hard work, discipline, and raw determination. He's not in it for the show. He's in it to dominate. Everyone knows what I bring, Benn says. I'm coming to fight, plain and simple. A chess match with dynamite. Roy Jones Jr., who has worked closely with Eubank Jr., calls the fight a high-stakes chess match that could spiral in.
Kind of swung it back in his favor a little bit. I think that Chris Eubank is the favourite for the good reason that he's been fought at the higher level and he is naturally the bigger man. But that man Benn has got some ire and got some danger in him.
To chaos. He acknowledges Eubank's technical edge and experience, but warns that Benn's explosive power is a terrifying wild card. One clean shot from Benn early on, Jones warns, and it could be lights out. Still, he believes Eubank will win, if he can stay sharp from the opening bell. Blasts the hype. Not everyone buys into the Benn hype. Liam Smith tears into the narrative, calling Benn's power smoke and mirrors. Smith points out Benn has only fought at
very good fight. Conor has punching power chances. Chris is the bigger guy, so you can give Chris the advantage going in because he's a bigger guy. But Conor does have exceptional punching power, so it's going to be a great fight. I think Chris should win the fight. I think Chris should outbox him, outsmart him, but he will have to be smart early because Conor is a great puncher.
Higher weights twice and failed to make a lasting impression. He questions Benn's resume and even doubts whether he's earned the right to face someone like Eubank Jr. For Smith, Benn's bravado is more insecurity than confidence. Eubank will be tested like never before. Strength coach Dan Lawrence delivers a stark warning to Eubank. This isn't just about physicality. Ben will test every ounce of Eubank's strength, stamina, and mental toughness over all 36 minutes. According to Lawrence, Eubank must show resilience under fire, or he risks being overwhelmed by Ben's pressure. If Ben wins, Eubank should. Read to you.
Wouldn't says Conor Benn punches harder than me at 154. He's had 2 fights at 154 and hasn't had a knockdown, never mind anything else. So, yeah, if Conor wants to portray that and draw confidence from that and try and plant the seed in Chris's head, then so be it. But like I said, I'll stand on what I say. I've always been a better fighter than Conor Benn. I'm a better fighter than Conor Benn now.
UFC star Darren Till raises the stakes even higher, quoting Eubank's claim that he'd retire if Ben beats him. That's a bold statement, Till says, acknowledging the immense pressure on Eubank. Still, he calls it a 50-50 fight. Eubank's got the size and experience, but Ben's aggression could turn everything upside down. Till also wonders whether Eubank's retirement talk is genuine, or just a calculated mind game. Eubank Jr. enters as the favorite, with elite experience and a clear size advantage. But underestimate Conor Benn at your own risk. His raw power and relentless.
Just about power. It's not just about endurance. It really is the full spectrum. He's got to have strength, he's got to have power, he's got to have capacity and ability to work through those 36 rounds.
This aggression could flip this fight in a heartbeat. So here's the burning question. Will Eubank's class and control carry him to victory, or will Ben detonate early and shock the world? Let us know what you think in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more fight updates. Want this styled as a YouTube script or short-form social post too?
Eubank says he'll retire if Ben beats him. Can you see where that thought process comes from? Obviously Conor stepping up 2 weights, the amount of bad blood there's been.
Yeah, maybe then you just don't know. Maybe where does he go from there if Conor beats him? I'm not trying to say Conor's any less of him, but yeah, Chris is obviously the guy who should beat him because he's a lot heavier, maybe more seasoned, but you know, it's definitely a 50-50 fight in my eyes. I think Conor's going to beat him. So yeah, you can see where that thought process comes from, but you know, who knows? I know Chris likes to play poker a lot, so maybe he comes back for the money or something, don't know.